Guys, so it's Sunday morning, and look at all the room I've got. Yeah, uh, yesterday was a big day, and to be honest with you, it knocked the crap out of me physically. Worked my ass off to get that thing ready to go on the road, and I'm a little sore today. So between moving all the junk around and stuff like that. So today I'm just gonna want to clean up in here and get organized a little bit, and I want to get the box in the shop on some sort of a cart deal. I'll figure something out. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, so that I can move it around. Now that I can bring the truck in and out as I need, um, I can push the box out of the way, bring the truck in, and work on it for a bit. But I'd rather work on the box, with all the sanding and all the stuff I've got to do on it, and just keep the dust out of off of the truck. So yeah, I'm just going to try and figure out how I'm going to get that box in here, and we'll carry on from there. All right, so I managed to walk it over using the blocks and the sawhorses, and I've got a piece of tin on top of the block at the back, so it'll slide easier, metal on metal. And yeah, I'm just going to get it on this front sawhorse here, and then get the back up. So there we go. We're rolling. How's that for genius? So yeah, I'll just vice grip the one leg in each sawhorse to the cart so it can't slide off. And yeah, we got a rolling cart. Good to go. Hey guys, next day, Monday. I left the truck outside last night overnight because it was a beautiful night, and no worries. I did put a bag over the carburetor just in case. Anyway, it sprinkled a little bit this morning. Nothing major. More just knocked the dust off this thing. But they're calling for rain for the next 2 days, so I had to bring the truck in. So I jumped in, it started up, won't even go into gear. So I said, okay, well I gotta get some tranny fluid in this thing. So I rigged up a couple of hoses. I'll show you what I did. And I dumped about 1.5 quarts in it, maybe 2 quarts. And yeah, jumped into gear right away. So I know that the fluid is the issue. Anyway, I put a dipstick in it, my short little guy. I'll show you that. Like I said, I cut down the tube and the dipstick, and I did not like the color of the tranny fluid. It's not red like it's supposed to be, and what it was like before I ran it. So I'm thinking that my little rad here, where the transmission cooling lines hook up, it's getting contaminated with coolant. In other words, there's water in my transmission. So I'm not positive, but I'm thinking that that's the case. So that's true, I was just online on Amazon, and I found a B&M makes a transmission cooler kit that'll fit right on my rad, down low. I think it's cheap insurance, 125 bucks. Block off the two connections at the rad, and just run a remote transmission cooler. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I wanted to drop the pan and drop the tranny fluid anyhow, put a new filter in it. So I'm going to do that. But I'm gonna, I'll do it all when I get the cooler kit. So I went ahead and ordered it. Should be in a couple days. But I think that'll solve all my problems with the transmission. Yeah. On top of that, this my coolant leak is at the thermostat housing, so that's an easy fix. And I'm not too sure my thermostat's even working, so I'm going to test that out. Throw it in a pot of boiling water and see if it opens up. But anyway, we've got to fix that. Bunch of little things. I don't know if I'm going to get to the rack yet today or tomorrow, but maybe. And fix that leak. And yeah, get a proper size battery that fits. So that's on the agenda, and we'll see how it goes. I was going to do a bunch of block sanding on the box, but not with the truck in here. So I might even just grab the buffing machine and do some buffing on the truck as well. So yeah, let's get to her, man. All right, so I just finished fixing my coolant leak at the thermostat housing, and all it turned out to be was there's two bolts. They're different lengths, and the long one was fine. The shorter of the two bolts was too long still, and it was bottomed out. So when I cracked the the longer bolt, the whole housing was loose, so it just wasn't tightened down. That was the problem. Anyway, I swapped out the bolts and put in a new gasket, and yeah, the leak is fixed. So the stuff that I'm gonna need to do down under, drop the transmission pan and oil and all that, put a filter in it. I'm gonna wait until I get my cooler in, and I'll get all that stuff, including the rack, at the same time. Get that leak fixed up. It's probably an O-ring or something like that. But anyway, so I'm gonna wait a couple days until my transmission cooler comes in. So for now, I got this new compound, and it's made by Proform. It's called Pro Bright, and it's a diminishing abrasive. So it's got grit in it. So when you start, it's an extra cut. It cuts it quite a bit. But as you work it, the grit breaks down, and becomes just a fine polish. So I tried a little bit of it on the hood, and I kind of like what it was doing. So I figured I'd try it on the door. This side, the door on this side, I only did like the top 8 inches with the buffer. The rest is just wet sanded. It hasn't been touched yet. So yeah, I'll give it a shot. And I see a couple of spots here that need to be, no, they're not bad. Anyway, I'll just try the buffer out on this and see how it goes. So that's an ugly spot right there. I'm gonna wet sand that out a little bit more, I think. This side of the garage, you got much better lighting than when you're facing the other way. So things look differently. So anyway, I gotta wet sand this out a little bit, and when I get that done, we'll throw the buffer on this thing. Okay, set up with some water here. I'm using 1500 grit right now, and I'll go over it again with 2000. Should take care of it. Okay, I don't have to go over the whole door, just the spots that I see here. Just a couple little ones. Yeah, that should be all right. Okay, grab the 2000. When I'm done with 2000, I'll come back. Hey, let's see what this stuff will do. Let's put it just a couple of dabs there on the pad. You know, around the door handle holes there. I'm going to get that probably with my little mini air buffer. Seems to be coming out pretty good. You know, the more I use this stuff, the more I like it. Probably throw a sheet on top of that fender. Not too shabby. I like it. Anyway, I'll carry on and get this done after. You know, she's pretty good. You can see where it stopped there. Anyway, yeah, I'm liking it. Well, so there you go. You know, big hurry to get the box into the shop and get after it real hard, and it's going to rain for 3 days, so I'm not going to be able to do much with it. Like I said, I want to put the truck outside when I'm sanding and stuff on the box. So it is what it is. Anyway, there's tons of stuff still to do on the truck right here. So I'll just keep after it. That's all. Cross some things off my list. There's a couple of touch-ups I think I might be able to take care of too in the paint. And like I said, that transmission cooler is supposed to be in Thursday, I believe. So yeah, we'll get that in, get the transmission dialed in, and see what's going on with that fluid. Like I said, I don't know if there's water in it or not, but it's just an ugly brown color. It's terrible. So we'll see. It'll probably be, if I drop the pan and it's milky, well then I know I've got water in there. But anyway, once I put the transmission cooler in, problem solved. So, and we'll just flush the old fluid out. Yeah, the more I use that compound, the more I like it. And you know, it takes a little bit more time to get it nice and shiny, and then maybe go over it, the final coat with the fine finishing compound, and that should make the difference, I think. So we'll see how it goes. I'm due for a new buffing pad as well. And yeah, so if you're watching this and you like what you see, you know, please subscribe. I'd truly appreciate it. And if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. And you know, if you're not doing anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.